What's going on, horror lovers? Horror with Hoss coming back to you with another video. And yes, this is a movie review video. I haven't done one of these in a long time, really too long. But I'm back to do another Dollar Theater review for you. Formerly Dollar Tree Theater. And actually, I did get this one from a Dollar Tree. And that movie we're going to be talking about is the movie Hoarders from 2019 from one source, but when you actually go to the menu on this, it says The Hoarders. But if you actually look it up on IMDb, it's called The Hoard and says it came out in 2018. So, whatever, that's the movie if you're looking to find it. It's an hour and 39 minutes long. It's supposed to be set in Rockford, Ohio, but it is actually filmed entirely in Ontario, Canada. So, this movie is not a horror movie in the regards of what the movie art would show you. I guess you could say there are some horror elements, but you really don't see that until the hour and 21 minute mark of the movie. So the majority of this movie plays out like what it is supposed to be, which is a reality TV show with these stars that are on here. And the name of the show is Extremely Haunted Hoarders, where they basically are helping people who are hoarders, but the houses that they're helping with are also haunted. They have a crew of 6 people. You've got Sheila and Dr. Ebe. Sheila is the organization specialist. Dr. Ebe is a mental health person. He basically having to assist with the hoarder and allow them to do what they're needing to do. You have Caleb and Chloe Black, which I think Caleb's the only one shown here on the cover. But they are the paranormal investigators that are always brought along. And then you have Duke and the Falcon, which Duke here, as you can tell, doesn't look like he's feeling too well there. But they're the clean out crew. Basically, they're the ones that have to clean out all the junk that the hoarders have so that the others can do the jobs they need to do. You also have Murph Evans in here, who is the actual hoarder, played by Barry Moore. I don't think he's on the cover there. And the only other person you got is Uncle Jurgis here, who again doesn't look to be feeling too well, but is not actually credited in the credits of the movie. And then the only other character you see in this movie is a unknown squatter in one of the houses who is found naked and jerking off in a bathtub. So this is primarily, like I said, a comedy movie. So if you go into this thinking it's going to be a horror movie, you're not really going to be too happy with it. But if you look at it as what it is, which is basically like the way they film it, it's almost like the TV show The Office in a way, because you have them, of course, addressing the camera. They're not really acting professional. There's a lot of profanity in it, which wouldn't be allowed on most networks that would have these reality type shows. And there's even a part where Dr. Ebe doesn't react the way he feels he should have reacted to a certain thing that happens, and so he tells the camera crew, "Oh, but you know what? Let's run that back. I want to try that again." And so he's doing this while it's live. So yeah, definitely meant to be more comedy than anything. But essentially, they go to the first home of this Murph Evans, of which he has multiple homes that he owns. There is the Lemon House, the Manjuris House, the Neelan Farmhouse, and then the last one they end up finding that he didn't tell them about is the Maitland House, which is the one he actually says that he lives out of. So the other 3 houses he just stores his stuff in and doesn't live there. But the fourth house, the Maitland house, is where all the shit goes down. Like I said, starting about the 1 hour and 21 minute mark of the movie. I don't want to give too much away, but just like I said, there's, you know, gross out humor in this. There's basically the doctor, Ebe, you know, you see that he has all these, he's trying to help people with problems, yet he has probably more problems than the people they're helping, as you see throughout the movie. Yeah, it's just, it's really funny. And there's a day worker, I don't think I told you about him, but his name is Charles Ivy, portrayed by Charles Ivy. And they, you know, these guys, the ones that are the clean out crew, end up finding him and get him to help them. But he tells the filming crew that he also has basically like an issue where he has like basically like irritable bowel syndrome or something. He has to take a dump periodically, and there's a scene that ends up, one of the clean out crew gets a face full of it. So yeah, it's that type of movie. So as long as you go into this not taking it too seriously, I think you'll have a good time with it. It's an Echo Bridge title, and I had fun with it. There was a lot of parts that made me laugh. So it's definitely not boring. And like I said, the cast does a good job in it. And yeah, it even has, I guess you could say, somewhat of a happy ending. Even though there's a lot less people at the end of the movie than there were at the beginning. I'll just say that. If you haven't found this one, pick it up if you just want to have a good time. It's a good popcorn movie, whatever. That is my review of Hoarders / The Hoarders / The Hoard. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you really like this video, consider subscribing. If you haven't already, click the notification bell. That way you'll know every time I upload a new video. Hope all of you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.